Okay, so welcome back to Channeling Love. So I channeled the thin version of me in the last recording, and I gave myself this really fun idea to channel. It's funny what I think of as fun. To channel the aspects of me that I imagine to be once I am healed emotionally, or as I heal the things I imagine to heal. And so I made a list of 10 things. I didn't try to do 10. That's just where I ran out of ideas. 10 things that would represent me when I consider myself healed. And so the list is joyful, playful, non-judgmental, mindful or zen, craves veggies, eats with beauty in mind, prepares food with beauty in mind, has a fast metabolism, harmonious with house chores and children, and has a healthy relationship with money, abundant yet minimalist. And so I think I'm going to do a series of channels where I channel each of these separately. And since losing weight is a top priority for me, because I really just want to be comfortable in my body. I just don't want to be hanging on to all this excessive weight. I'm going to begin with the fast metabolism. That'll be awesome. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to channel the aspect having like the condition of having a fast metabolism. And without further ado, let's begin. Dear Kelly, welcome. So this is interesting because when I usually channel my higher self, they thank me for reaching out. And now it's not, having a fast metabolism is not actually seeking a higher frequency so much as it's seeking an just kind of an egoic situation. It's just seeking a manifestation of something, which is kind of horizontal rather than vertical. So I'm actually going to pause and really make sure that my intention is clear with this. Okay, so asking for clarity, my heart told me that I should intend to have a conversation with a perspective where, or reality where a fast metabolism is accompanied by like being in harmony with my body, and also the harmony with my body allows me to function in the world in a healthy way. So all of that feels more of light than of ego. So just channeling to the mindset of having a healthy relationship with my body and being comfortable functioning without highs and lows throughout the day, so that my energy level is consistent, and yet I have a high energy level, and I'm able to accomplish all of what is required of me with the children and the house and any other projects that I would like to pursue. So I'm just going to actually rename it harmony with my body, harmony with my energy level. And it is, I'm gonna say this, I am having trouble focusing because I had 3 cups of coffee today. and that is not ideal for channeling, but I am going to do this anyways because I am so excited about it that I'm just going to follow my bliss and do this anyways and learn from it what I learned from it. So, hello, Kelly, and welcome. I welcome you into the energy of having a harmonious energy level throughout the day. What your life looks like when you will have a harmonious relationship with your energy level. I'm seeing a mountain in Colorado, which to me represents just an active outdoor lifestyle. I do see colorful foods on the table. I see clothes that are not covering up too much of my body. So I have an active lifestyle and I feel comfortable in my body. And I also feel clear about all aspects of my life. When I wake up, the patterns that show up for me day to day, I wake up and I have a relationship with the sun. I have a relationship with the morning. I have a morning routine. I begin acknowledging myself being in my body and having gratitude for my life, and thank my body by first giving it what it needs in the way of stretching in the morning. Just like I brush my teeth, I wake up and I take care of my muscles and all of the other components of my body, my bones, even my circulatory system. I'm not sure what that means, what that would look like in the morning. I can imagine stretching, but I engage slowly, and over time it evolves. But I engage in a conversation with my body and all the different parts of it. Maybe I scan my body with my heart space to kind of check in with everything before I even leave my bedroom. And then I tap into the earth and what is going on with the earth. I tap into the morning and the sun rising and the birds singing, and just check in with that. And then at some point, charge my habit to feel grateful by conjuring up things that make me happy, things that I am grateful for that already exist, or things that just bring the feeling of joy and happiness to my heart. And so this is a way to feel harmonious in my body and to maintain energy levels, because just as I said in the recording before this one, manifestation begins with a thought. And if my thinking is negative, then I'm going to manifest negative emotions, which will manifest uncomfortable circumstances and surroundings in my daily life. So if I want to begin manifesting joy and fun, then, and circumstances that support that, then I need to begin by nurturing these feelings in the morning. Like, start off the morning with, even if the other kids wake up first, I don't need to rush downstairs into the kitchen and face all of that until I've done this. This has to be done. It's nice if I wake up before everyone and I have a quiet space to do this, but with intention, I can carve out time to do this and focus. That's all I need, is time and a concentrated mind to do this. And it can begin very slowly, just with beginning with the intention, maybe one or two words and thoughts touching on each of these. And then I feel like I want to visualize into my day. So I do come downstairs, and again, every time I shift from one kind of segment, Abraham Hicks vocabulary, one segment of my day to the next, I tap into my intention for the day. As I go into the kitchen, I will again say thank you for my life, that we have an abundance of money to have the breakfast that we would like, that we have the freedom to have a slow morning, which is my current condition, and yada yada, whatever else I feel like having great gratitude for, and just thanking the different aspects of my life and my reality that as they are, while maintaining this high frequency flow of mental energy, because that is where the manifestations for that segment are going to show up the next day. So as we think today, we exist tomorrow. So then I go into my after breakfast morning, and it's time to decide what to do with our day. And normally I feel like the kids rush off before breakfast is even over, and they're off getting into some other mischief before I have a chance to decide what we're doing for the morning. And so in order to shift that pattern, I can project into my future from right now, wherever I am, feelings of what I would prefer in that time, in that pattern. And I don't have to act on it. It doesn't begin as an action. It begins as a thought. And tending to these patterns is our spiritual work. We have to tend to our manifestations. And so then I will go into the morning and imagine and carry this gratitude feeling into each aspect of my day, continuing to thank what is already happening that I do prefer, and then letting that sort of infiltrate my imagination into furthering the visualization of what I would prefer. And then thinking that, just like having that inspiration to have that be my day, it can cause gratitude, and it can cause a high frequency thought, which will trigger the manifestation to start to come towards me. And so this habit of positive thinking to carry throughout the day, and to consciously stop at each segment and draw upon the feeling of gratitude in connection with my intentions. And it will ground, that habit will ground my manifestation ability. And then into the evening and so on, I continually check in with myself about what is already happening that I do appreciate, and what does that inspire for further manifestation. And this is the recipe for conscious manifestation of your life. And it is going to be the recipe for actually bringing about all of the aspects that I would like to see in myself, because playfulness is something I want, and it will naturally show up in an image during the appropriate time that it will show up. And so just as long as I'm being mindful of my day-to-day routines, and being mindful of how it's matching my happiness measurement, I don't know what the word is, whatever does correspond to my joy, I thank that, and I allow that to inspire more joyful aspects. And however it's appropriate for that segment of my life, a new inspiration will show up. And then all of these aspects of happy me, which I broke down for this, But again, they blend together to be a happiness, and they're not all going to be relevant for each segment.